Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That was nice work.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Sermon, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second and 8 coming up. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
And how about this, a fake? And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now not only did you not get it and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
On first down, Rodgers. This to the outside, it's Sermon. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Let's go. Check 13.
Now a handoff, Sermon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Sermon. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Trey Sermon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
3 yards remain for second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cowboys on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Open space inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 13 yards there offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Rodgers going to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. Powers through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Sheds him off at the 45. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Sermon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. They set up the screen for Sermon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the handoff, Sermon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Trey Sermon. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. The run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On 1st down, Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nate Gary. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 12. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
On 3rd down, here's Sermon. Powers past him at the 5. 84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
And they'll run with Sermon.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Running left is Sermon.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here's Sermon.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. Sermon.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Falcons,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.